Just getting set up here.
Something's connected to the markers.
Okay, just put them away, please. Just getting after it. Morning cardio. We're trying something a little different, a little later today. Getting started a little later, see if that helps the amount of people joining in. But we'll see. We did our weigh-in. Believe it or not, our weight went down even though we had the cheat day last week. We had, no, I told you not today, no. Thank you for putting those away though, thank you. Yeah, we had the cheat day last weekend. And then we stuck to our diet pretty thin, but we're even on a diet with higher calories, so. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow weight went down, body fat went down. I'm not upset about it, but I mean, that's a pretty decent change considering. We'll keep going with it. Probably have add another cheat day in this weekend, probably today. And then, so still how the cheat days work, it's not really cheat days. I call them like refeed days. That's how I work at them. So a refeed day is basically still all your same meals that you would normally have. You just add whatever you want. So all week I've had the same meals. Say I'm craving a cookie, I'll have a cookie. Something like that, right? So that's how I approach kind of refeed days. So that way I'm not like, I hate the idea of like a cheat day because you're not really cheating. This is just how my diet is now, right? So thanks for being here, guys. If you're new here, please drop a subscribe and a like. Comment something, it helps me out a huge amount. We're trying to hit 200 by late May. You know, if you do join, I do my lifts 5 days a week, morning cardio like this 3 days a week. We just hang out and talk and answer any questions you guys have about health, fitness, supplements, nutrition, in an easy, simple, straightforward way, so it's not, you know. Okay, just be careful because the bench is there. Yeah. Ways you can, you know, easily make this work with real life. I'm a dad with 2 kids, full-time job. Still get it in every day, so. I'm always looking for different ways to make it interesting, the stream. So usually these cardio streams get less traction and stuff, which is fine, I get it. It's not as exciting as watching me lift, but hey, what's going on? Omer Sabir, how's it going? How you doing? Thanks for joining. CTM Contracting, what's up? Thanks for being here. I'm good, thank you. If you guys could subscribe, it would be a huge help. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. Hold on. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. We're at 149. We're getting there. Trying to get it by 200 in May, end of May. So this is what we do. Every week we got a good community of people. We lift 5 days. Omar, thank you very much. That means a huge amount. 5 days a week we're lifting heavy weights, basically give you guys some background. So I've been personal trainer slash nutritionist slash mental health person since my late teens, so 20 something years. Then I got a full-time job, had kids, got married. So I got quite out of shape. Last year I was 270 pounds, 40% body fat. Had enough, wanted to get back into what I was passionate about, which is this. Went back to training, committed to a show in April, lost 80 pounds, 20 something percent body fat, did the show in April. And now I'm just trying to keep that healthy lifestyle and be an example to my family. Okay, baby. That's my daughter. She's here with me, my oldest. But yeah, so if I can help people along the way, because there's so much on social media, I guess you could call it nonsense. People try to make things way more complicated and conflated than they need to be. So I look at my role as being someone who can just like simplify it, make it easy for you guys. Then we can have a cool community of people just hanging out while we're getting after this. So, and you guys can follow along with me. So I'm talking to you guys through as we go, my whole program, what it looks like. Hope you get lots of subscribers. Thanks, man. I hope so too. And I hope I can just help people. Even if I don't, even if we end up, say we hit the 200 and we get just 200, and I can help even 1-2 people, I'm happy with that. Like, there's so much. Morning, Dada. Morning. Yeah, so there's like, even if I can help 1 or 2 people that are trying to get, you know, healthier, better themselves, and you know, they see all the stuff on social media and it's not helpful to them, because like all the, you see the nonsense. The guys go to the grocery store with their shirt off and they're like seed oils and stuff like that. It's all nonsense. Hope you get where you reach. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, so my goal now is to try to keep adding some lean muscle. I'd like to get to 200 pounds lean, like fully lean, like sub 12%. Okay, thanks, babe. Sub 12% body fat would be the hope. But not the hope, that's the goal. That's the plan is made for. We're on right now, we're on week 17 of 18 of higher calories right now and weekend refeeds, so, and the opposite. So a lot of people talk about, thanks very much, I appreciate that, Omar. Thanks for the like. And yeah, guys, so anybody you can, if there's anyone you think might be interested in a community like that, please share the stream. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're gonna hit that 200. So yeah, we're getting there, moving. And if you guys are wondering about like my stats, so I'm 6'1". Right now I'm weighing at 206 pounds. And I'm just a little bit above 15% body fat, so share the stream with everyone I know. Awesome, thanks, man, I really appreciate that. So yeah, so the goal will be to try to bring my lean mass up so that that body fat comes down. But yeah, that takes time, right? Okay, go up. I'll be right here, okay? Love you. Yeah, so doing that while you're a dad, it's tough. But all it takes is a really great support system. So have an amazing wife, amazing kind of setup. So that helps for sure. But yeah, right now, my diet, 2,700 calories, 220 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, and 300 grams of carbs is the target. So if you guys ever have any questions about how to calculate your macros and what they should be, let me know. I'm happy to do. I'm going to be doing actually a long form video on it, just so you guys know the ins and outs. It's actually quite simple. And then there's like bits to learn within how it fits your macros and stuff. But yeah, and all in all, you can make any change. Like losing the 80 plus pounds last year, a lot of it was just the diet, right? Just making sure you knew what you're eating. A lot of people say like, oh, I don't eat that much and I still don't lose weight. And until you track, that's the only real way to know, right? So as an example, I had a lady I was helping. She would eat eggs and toast for breakfast. She'd have a protein shake kind of mid-morning with a piece of fruit. Lunch, she'd have a salad with chicken. And then she'd have a dinner, which was usually like a good amount of protein, some carbs like rice or potato, whatever, veggies. And then she'd have like a sugar-free Jell-O later in the day. And that was it. Which sounds like a very clean, good diet, right? Oh, that's awesome. Is that a bunny? Yeah, so that sounds like a really cool, like that sounds like a really clean diet and she should lose a lot of weight, but she wasn't. So we started tracking like everything for her macros and what she was taking in. And turns out the little things, right? The oil she was putting on her salad, plus the dressing, the sauces she was using on her foods in the morning and night. Turns out she was like in a surplus every day of like 300 and something calories, 320. So even though she thought she was eating a little bit, because of the extra things she was putting in, some of the liquid calories she was drinking, she'd have a smoothie, stuff like that. She ended up being like 300 and something calories over and above her target. So that's the one thing I always say when people say like, oh, I tried dieting, I eat good, but I'm still not losing weight. I would say it's 100%, it's almost 100% guaranteed if you track exactly. Either your food's over or it could be your intensity as well. Like if you hear me talking right now, I can still carry on a conversation, but at the end of like every sentence or two, I have to like take a little bit of a breath. That's like kind of perfect intensity for fat loss. You'll hear me talk about it a lot, like zone 2. That's what this is. This is zone 2 cardio. Cardio is a little different though. Any cardio is good and helpful. But efficiency wise, zone 2 has better efficiency for fat loss. So yeah, on the treadmill now I've been about 14 minutes. So I do 30 right now, because right now my focus isn't really fat loss and isn't really like cardio strength. I'm keeping cardio in because of my age now. And yeah, and because I want to stay healthy for my kids and my heart to stay healthy. So I keep it in, but it's not the focus right now. It's just kind of something I have 3 days a week. If that makes sense. Just to keep my cardio up and my heart healthy while I try to gain lean mass. But yeah, so I still don't drag my butt while I do it, right? I still make sure I'm doing it at a good intensity for what I'm trying to achieve, because I'm still trying to gain lean mass. So you won't see me running or anything right now or sprinting right now. You will see me as we get into different phases. So at the end of next week, hi babe. At the end of next week, we'll be moving on to kind of like an early fat loss phase in my training. So yeah, you'll start to see things change a little bit. So you'll see a little more intensity in the cardio. And the lifting will tilt more. It's still going to be a lot of intensity in the lifting, but the strength days will stay in for the first couple weeks, but then they'll start to go away and it'll be more the hypertrophy focus days, and a little bit of endurance stuff within the weights. Nothing crazy, but Edmund Fitzgerald, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Please drop a subscribe and a like. It means the world, helps out a ton. I appreciate it. Hope you guys consider hanging around and following along as we get after this goal, get real. Hey, please don't do that. That's a good way to get hurt, babe. Did you hear me? Okay, thank you. Sorry, my daughter's here with me, so keep going. You're doing great. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That's it. Hopefully we keep growing. Okay, hopefully we keep growing, and you guys can kind of hang out and watch me get leaner and more fit and bigger. The one thing I want to highlight with this is how slow the process is, because I think there's a lot of stuff on social media where guys are like loaded up on the PEDs and stuff like that, and they you know, you see like this crazy 6-month or 1-year transformation, and I think the weight loss is something you can lose fairly quickly, but I want to highlight how like muscle gain and growing a physique is quite a bit tougher. Like that takes time. That takes, even fat loss, like good proper fat loss should take time, but there's a way to do it safely and quickly. But yeah, like muscle gain and bettering your physique just takes time and consistency. So that's kind of one of the things I want to highlight through this process. So as you guys are able to, thanks Omar, I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys are able to kind of sit with it and watch as the year goes on and see my body change, it hopefully it highlights that for you guys. So we're doing good. We're coming up on 20, so it's about 10 minutes left. And this style of cardio too is just about, if you guys are trying to get fitter and healthier, the number one thing I always tell like newer people that I'm trying to help out is that the cheat code, not here, you can watch upstairs on the main floor, because my stream will get muted here. You can go upstairs though. Mama and baby are upstairs. Yeah, the one cheat code is steps. I like this. Awesome, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, the cheat code for just better health and better fitness is steps in the day. And people, I know, I've had people all the time say like, oh, I walk a ton. But if you just get a good, like a tracker, it doesn't have to be an expensive one, even a cheap one off Amazon, and just track your steps for 5 days, and then divide the total number by 5, find your average. I think most people are surprised. The idea is you should be walking between 10 and 12,000 a day. All right, thanks Omar, I appreciate you being here. Lots of comments and the like and the subscribe, it means the world to me. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, people are usually pretty surprised at how low their step count is. But just by adding half hour over a day of cardio, and it doesn't have to be crazy intense, right? So like one thing I've had people do in the past is just 10 minutes after each meal, just go walk around the block. And yeah, just adding that is about 3,000 steps. And you'd be shocked, man. Most people lose like 5-10 pounds just from that. Steps are the cheat code. If you can get your steps, if you can even moderately control your diet and get your steps up to, you know, let's call it 8 to 10,000 a day, I guarantee you, you'll feel healthier, you'll look healthier, and you'll lose weight. And it's just simple that way. Not easy. It's not easy to force yourself to get those steps in and stuff, but it is simple. The science around it, anyway. But we're gonna still be here all the time. continually pushing to get better. I think the most interesting part, Edmund, what's up? Thanks for being back. Hope you're doing all right. Thanks for coming back. Again, guys, if you're new here, please drop a subscribe and a like. Comments all help. We're trying to hit 200 by the end of May. I think the most interesting part for people, I think, that are seeing this process for the first time is probably going to be how things change for my training now. So the weight days will stay mostly the same. You'll just see things, little strategies creep in, like giant sets, drop sets, basically the same sort of thing, supersets, stuff like that. But usually with smaller muscles, my big compound movements will stay the same. But I think what you'll see is a lot of the cardio changing, getting more intense, longer, stuff like that. So I'm a sub to you. Awesome, thanks, Ed, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. So like we're slowly, continually growing. And yeah, it's a really good community, man. Like if you get on here with some of my lift days in the afternoon, like this afternoon around 4, I'm gonna be doing legs. So you'll meet a lot of the good OGs, I call them. People that have been in the community since kind of day one. They're all good people. It's a judgment-free zone too. So that's like one of the things I like about it is, you know, people come in and have different takes, different thoughts. It's all okay, everybody's welcome here. We just talk it out. And then too, if you have any questions around your fitness thing, your health goals, whatever it is, you're always free to drop them in the chat and I'll, yeah, talk you through anything that you're thinking. Awesome. Yeah, so I'll be back this afternoon, like usually around 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I'll be back doing my leg stream today. But yeah, man, it would be awesome to see you there. You can meet Darius, Lakota, Clem. We have a good handful of regulars that are just awesome people. So we're coming up on around 25 minutes here. Again, our incline is 6.5, speed is 3.5. Not crazy, you can hear. You deserve. Thanks, man, I appreciate that. Awesome, man, thank you. What's that, babe? Yeah, so that's how my cardio. A minute is 60 seconds, that's right. So that's how my cardio is set right now when I'm not going uber intense. When I start picking up the intensity, I'll usually actually bring the speed down a bit and start working the incline up. As I get my incline higher, I tend to keep my speed around the 3.2 spot, but try to work my incline higher as I can do it without holding on. That's another big mistake when guys are doing incline. Please put it down with no shoes on. Thank you. No weights with no shoes on, okay? Not safe. Sorry, my daughter is picking up a 10-pound dumbbell above her bare feet. Yeah, I don't know. I have always done it that way. I find, you know, if you see people doing the incline walk, high incline, but they're holding on for dear life, I feel like you're losing some of that intensity because you're gripping, pulling yourself up, right? And why not just do it properly, no hands, proper intensity. And, you know, maybe you don't have, it's kind of the way I feel about everything. You'll see when I do weights for hypertrophy in that 10 to 12 rep range, and I focus on the deep stretch, like I'm probably benching less than you would expect weight-wise, but I'm able to take it further, full range of motion, full kind of like burnout, but that's the best interest. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad you feel that way, man. Yeah, this has been fitness and health in general has been my passion for God, since I was like 16 years old, I think. So a long time, a while ago, a long time ago. No, years, maybe decades. So yeah, so I've been, yeah, so I've always kept up with it. Even when I got really out of shape, I was still always on top of what was going on in the health and fitness world. I read a lot of like the journals and studies that are coming out on different things to do with health, fitness, and even like some pharmaceutical stuff. Just find it interesting. I think in another life I would have liked to have been a doctor, but not this life, I guess. But yeah, no, I've just always been a fan of it. And then prior to the pandemic, my mom got really sick, and then she passed away, and the pandemic happened. So it's like a stretch. And then we had kids, career, right? So there's like a stretch where even though I was still interested in it, still reading, still keeping on top of everything, I kind of fell out of practice myself. So most interesting stream ever. Awesome, thanks, man. Awesome, thanks, dude. Whereabouts in the UK are you from? So I used to play rugby and football and traveled the UK a bit when in my rugby days. So yeah, I would love to hear where you're from. But yeah, so I don't know. It's been nice to get back into it. Birmingham, okay. England, nice. It's a nice place, man. So we went to London, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. Stayed a couple days, a week in each place, played some games, billeted at some houses, and yeah, it was a cool trip. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, like it's been nice to get back into it. Kind of my favorite thing now. So I also have social medias, just so you guys know. If you guys ever want to contact me, you're having a hard time not on stream, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, basically all the social media platforms, and it's all at Baddiedaddydiaries. Yeah, if you have any questions that you don't want to put on stream, you can DM me there, and I'll help answer anything you need. But yeah, my biggest success so far is I've had a couple people message me. I did a contest around New Year's giving away a digital scale and a pre-workout. And yeah, ever since I've been in touch with those people, and I've had a couple people I've helped lose some weight, a couple guys I helped hone in their program to gain some muscle. So yeah, it just helps, because a lot of people that I talk to, like I was saying, all the misinformation that's out there in the fitness world and noise, I think people are surprised when they get very simple, straightforward information from me on how to do it. And then they start doing it and they start seeing success. And in their head, they were trying so hard with all this crazy misinformation and ice baths, 30 minutes in the sauna, like all this crazy nonsense, right? And then you just simplify it, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I'm losing weight, my waist circumference is going down, arms feel bigger, supplements are easier. Yeah, it's basically it, right? Top three fitness myths that I'll dispel kind of like right now is number one, you don't need the perfect program to succeed. Number two, seed oils will not kill you. And number three, carbs are not the enemy. Those are the top three fitness nonsense things that are out here. What's my favorite meal? My favorite meal right now in my current meal plan is my last meal of the day. I get 170 grams of a lean beef, so I can either have sirloin or extra lean ground beef, either way, with 300 grams of potato. So I do it, I cut my potatoes up so they look like French fries, pop them in the air fryer, tiny spray of avocado oil, seasoning, and then I just air fry them for like 25, 30 minutes on 400. And they're basically like having French fries. So it's basically like I'm eating burger and fries every day. And my weight's going down. My body fat's going down. It's because it's done now. So that's the sound of our treadmill. I have to put some oil on it. But like just like that, guys. So like, yeah, it's pretty nice, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You have to put some oil on it.
On the struts, yeah. So when it goes down, it doesn't make that much noise. So I'll walk you through my diet real quick right now. So my first meal, which I'm about to go up and eat now, is a cup of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 80 grams of oatmeal, a cup of blueberries, 15 grams of natural peanut butter. Then about 3 hours later, I'm gonna have 200 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt, 1 scoop of protein powder, a banana, and 15 grams of almonds. My lunch is 180 grams of chicken breast, 200 grams of white rice, and veggie of some sort. Usually I do kimchi because I like kimchi. Then my next meal is usually my pre-workout, where I have sprouted bread, lean deli turkey meat, honey, and apple, and my pre-workout. And then I train. And then after my training is my favorite meal I was just talking about, the 170 grams of lean beef with 300 grams of potato. And just to show you how, like, so I'm, Ari, just go up. I'll be up in a minute, please.
I want the brown sugar that
No, honey, not right now.
I want the one.
Sorry, guys. Not right now. Not right now, please, upstairs. So, yeah, that it's counterintuitive, right? Because most people would think having a bunch of potatoes before bed, breakfast, yes, breakfast coming. That's my beautiful wife on there with me, by the way. Yeah, so most people would think that that's counterintuitive, right? Having a whole load of carbs, my biggest carb meal is before bed. But yeah, not only do I feel better, I sleep better, so I get better recovery. Energy stores, sorry guys, just turning off all the lights in the dungeon here. Yeah, and eating more carbs at night and getting fitter and healthier and leaner. It's a huge W. But yeah, thanks guys, I really appreciate you being here. Lots of love. Thanks for sending it out. I hope you guys are consider coming back. I'll be on tonight, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern time for legs. Hope to see you there, and please share with anybody you think might want to join. Check out my socials at Baddiedaddydiaries on Instagram, Facebook, basically everywhere. And lots of love and positivity, guys. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you again soon.